Oh, hello again, everyone. Welcome to this February the 1st edition of Carry Your Cross. And every week, I'm so thankful that you choose to tune in. And I just look forward to this time when I can read from God's Word and encourage you, maybe in some form or fashion. This past week, I was reading about Meriwether Lewis and William Clark, who back in 1804 attempted to explore the uncharted land west of the Mississippi River. Now, they were not by themselves, of course. They had an expedition known as the Corps of Discovery, and their intent was to find an extended waterway to the Pacific Ocean. But instead of finding that viable trade route, do you know what they found? Yeah, you guessed it. They found the Rocky Mountains. And as I was reading, one of the expedition members even said that they were the worst mountains I ever saw. So can you even imagine what was going through all of their minds when they thought that the more arduous part of the journey was behind them? Can you even attempt to understand what was going through their hearts when they came through the trees and all of a sudden there was the Rocky Mountains there in front of them? Now, I understand that you and I have never had the responsibility of trekking across the American frontier, but you and I have faced unexpected challenges, have we not? You and I have faced obstacles that seem to be overwhelming, and we still do. And every day when we face these obstacles, we understand that we can't avoid them. We can't go around them. We've got to go through them. So when you and I are faced with situations such as Lewis and Clark and their expedition was facing, what do we do? Well, as I was reading Peter's writings in chapter 1, verse 3 of his second letter, I think I found the answer. Because Peter writes, "Seeing that his divine power has granted to us everything pertaining to life and godliness." In other words, God has given us everything that we need to make it through these unexpected challenges or these overwhelming obstacles. He has given us everything that we need for the journey. But it's not within our own strength, mind you. It is seeing that his divine power has done what? Has granted to us this power. So in the Greek language, the word for power is dunamis. It's where we get our word dynamite. And if you are a child of God, really, you have this divine dynamite within you. In Ephesians chapter 1, verse 19, Paul explains it as incomparably great power, or an incomparably great power. And he likens it to the power that God has to raise Jesus from the dead. Now, I want you to think about that. Is that a big power, a huge power, or just something that is incredibly small? How much power did it take God to raise Jesus from the dead? I mean, I would think that that is a huge amount of power. And God says that he gives or has given that power to us. It's the power that we need to live the godly life. And you've heard me say before that this life that we're living, this journey that we're on, is not about us. It's all about him. And this is just another example of that particular truth, this life that we're living, this journey that we're on, is not to be one that is self-centered or self-sufficient. We understand that God, through the shed blood of Christ, has given us His power to face whatever we're facing. So I pray today that no matter what you are confronting, that you would rely not upon your own strength, but upon the strength, the power that God has already given to you. And if you're struggling today, I pray that you would tell God that you most certainly need His power. You need His grace. You need His guidance. You need His direction. You need His power. And rest assured that He hasn't brought you this far in your life just to abandon you now. You see, Lewis and Clark made it through their mountains, and relying upon God, we will too. So I pray today that you will continue to place one foot in front of the other. You will have hope. You will have energy as you face the rigors and the obstacles that this day and tomorrow and this week and this month and this year that we're in will have for you and your family. But you can face it knowing that it's not within your own strength that you face it. It's within God's power. So I pray today that you will continue to carry your cross no matter where you are, no matter what you're going through, no matter what you're facing. And until next time, this is Lane Collins, Senior Pastor here at Mount Calvary Baptist Church, just letting you know that you are loved and you are being prayed for. God bless you. Thank you so much for tuning in to Carry Your Cross today. If you would like to view further videos, please follow us on Facebook or subscribe to us on YouTube. God bless.